Good morning, everyone. September the 15th, 2015. Hope your evening went well. We warmed up on the central southern plains and forecast to remain warm through the end of the week, so the winds must be from the south. As to Don Manning's webinar, Don, we can't have you do it on Skype. It needs to be done in any meeting so we can get it recorded and do some other things. So you and Chris and Peter need to figure out how to do this in any meeting, and until you can figure out how to do it in any meeting, sorry, I think the webinar should be put on hold. So anyway, back to the markets. Thursday's FOMC meeting should hold the markets in check. We do have news today that will impact the market. Retail sales called plus 0.3%. Ex autos at plus 0.2%. Empire State Manufacturing Survey minus 0.5. Industrial production minus 0.2. Capacity utilization 77.8, and business inventories plus 0.1. Retail sales ex autos, industrial production, if as forecast, should wash and hold us in a trading range. And we'll see what happens. Retail sales could come in a negative number based on consumer spending the previous month, but we don't know that just yet. So this one, we had a fabulous automobile sales in August, 17.8 or 9 million annualized rate, up from 17.3. So the automobile sector remains strong. The rest of our economy is contracting, if you believe the economic news that's come out of late. Okay, we have resistance at basically 22 to 28, and we've got pretty good support starting at 8 to 12, maybe as high as 16. So the sell right now would be 22 to 26. And then we'll jump it up to 31 to 03. This news this morning is could shake the markets. 9 to 13 buy 1. Give it a little bit of room for the news, and then 1 to 5 for buy 2. So the news focus, then whatever happens with the quick reaction, then back to a trading range post that, is the way that I see the market developing today. Looking at the 30-year, market has rejected prices above 6. So 7 to 11, sell 1. And I'm going to jump it up to 23, 27, sell 2, just because of the volatility of this particular contract. On the buy side, 21, 25, give it a little bit of room. We'll adjust after the news. And then 5 to 9 for buy 2. Looking at gold, We had an 8 to 10 sell in the overnight market last night, and that held up. London was a little bit lower. It's trying to trade lower now. We were yesterday afternoon. We're buying 3 to 5, and we have a low right now of 101.50. So we're rejecting prices below 3 as it stands right now. So the buck to 03 will be buy 1, 95, 97, buy 2. On the upside, you can see we're rejecting prices above 7, so 7 to 10, sell 1, and 13 to 15, sell 2. And obviously the closer you get it done to 10, the better the trade. I see a trading range. The only seller that we see out there really is probably the large banks, and a lot of that could be because of the lack of deliverability. As long as they drive the price down each month and they don't have to deliver in gold to satisfy their futures contracts, they're in good shape. They wouldn't do that. Yes, they would, and they've got the firepower to do it. And no central bank in the world is going to call them on that, because they don't want people thinking that their currencies are suspect and they need to buy gold to protect themselves from their governments. Overnight, Brazil announced a budget with cuts everywhere. Austerity has hit Brazil, trying to save. They're already relegated to junk status, but their economy's in big trouble. And again, profligate spending, borrowing to spend. Their economy is commodity based, selling raw materials, and when China got in trouble, Brazil got really slammed. And that's what you're going to find. Australia's in big trouble because of China's economic problems. The mining businesses, concrete businesses, so that's where we find ourselves. Okay, the euro probably on hold until the Fed speaks on Thursday. Your sell zone is 13.75 to 114 even, and your buy zone is 13 even to 12.75, and I think that range will hold. Until Janet and crew speak. Okay, demand for crude, petroleum, etc. is increasing. Why? Because the price is so low. It takes and excuse me, I lost my train of thought there. So crude oil, looking at this across here, we've got a buyer at 44. Going across the top, we've got a seller at 46. Crude normally trades in a $2 to $3 range, and that's where we are. So our 44, 43.75 still looks like a good buy. 43 even, 43.25 buy 2. And I think we can go higher, get stops above yesterday's highs. So 45.75, 44.75, 45, sell 1, 45.50, 45.75, sell 2. Okay, stocks around the globe sold. China, even with their plunge protection team, even with volume off 53%, couldn't stop their market from selling last night. The selling was blamed on Japan's unchanged policies. Didn't add to their quantitative easing, didn't change their interest rates, which are probably too low to change when you get right down to it. Been that way since 1992. It hadn't helped Japan very much, has it? So we got a seller at 50. We know we've got a buyer in the 30 to 35 area. So buy one, 30 to 35. Going to drop it 20-25 for buy two. We do have news to get through. Selling 50 to 55. Then 60 to 65 for sell two. Retail sales plus 0.3. X auto plus 0.2. And again, the automobile sector is the one continuing bright spot in our economy. It's been that way since 2009. Low interest rates, people have replaced their rolling stock. Industrial production minus 0.2. Capacity utilization 77.8. Nobody pays any attention to that. And business inventories plus 0.1. Now this number, if it comes in much higher than forecast, businesses increase inventories because in anticipation of greater sales, greater demand, or business inventories increase because of lack of demand, and we'll have to see what's happening. So the focus is X auto at plus 0.2, industrial production at minus 0.2, and these two numbers could wash. Back with you as soon as possible.